My husband demanded a paternity test at 8 months pregnant, so I turned the tables. I never imagined that the man I built a life with would one day look me in the eye and question if the baby growing inside me was even his. My name is Rachel. I'm 32, married, and currently 8 months pregnant. This pregnancy was supposed to be our miracle after nearly 4 years of heartbreak and infertility. My husband Adam and I tried everything. We saw fertility specialists, spent thousands on treatments, and endured 2 miscarriages. Anyone who's gone through that knows how draining it is, physically, emotionally, and mentally. Every negative test, every false hope, every doctor visit, it either brings a couple closer or tears them apart. We held on, barely. So when we finally saw 2 pink lines that stuck past the first trimester, it felt like the universe had finally given us a win. I cried tears of joy. Adam seemed over the moon too, or so I thought. But then, everything changed. It happened one ordinary Tuesday night. I had made dinner, lit a candle, and even wore one of the maternity dresses Adam once said I looked glowing in. He walked in the door, tossed his bag to the side, and pulled out a small white box. "I need you to take this," he said. I looked down. A DNA test kit. I blinked, confused. "What is this supposed to be?" "I just need to be sure," he said coldly. "Before the baby gets here, I need peace of mind." No warning, no talk. No suspicion shared before. Just this sudden, heartless demand. I felt my stomach drop. And not because I was scared of the result. I knew who the father was. It was him. Always had been. I was hurt. Shattered, actually. After everything we'd gone through together. He really believed I was capable of cheating? I looked him straight in the eyes and said, "Fine. I'll take it. But if the baby is yours, you're going to tell me exactly why you thought I was unfaithful." He hesitated. Just for a second. But it was enough. That pause, it screamed guilt. Something was off, and my instincts kicked in immediately. For the next few days, things were tense. He barely spoke to me, kept disappearing for long stretches, always working late or going to the gym. That's when I started connecting the dots. He had been acting differently lately, less affectionate, distant, obsessed with his phone. He even started sleeping with it under his pillow. I tried to brush it off as pre-baby stress, but now, I couldn't ignore the signs anymore. So, late one night, while he was in the shower, I did something I'd never done before in our 6 years of marriage. I unlocked his phone. I didn't want to. I didn't even know what I was looking for. But I found it anyway. There was a message thread labeled just S. At first it looked harmless. Some jokes, gym talk. Then it got more flirtatious. Then sexual. Then downright damning. He was having an affair with someone from his gym. They had been seeing each other for at least 3 months. Which meant, yes, he started cheating after I got pregnant. The worst part? He was talking to her about me, about my body changing, about feeling trapped now that I was finally carrying a baby. He even told her he wasn't sure the baby was his because it happened too easily this time. Too easily? 4 years. That's how long it took us. He was there for every failed cycle, every painful appointment. And now he was calling it easy? I was done. I waited for the DNA results to come in. I needed hard proof before I confronted him. They arrived 2 days later. 100% match. He was the father. No doubts, no questions, just science. That night, I printed the results and left them on his pillow. Next to it, his phone, unlocked with his messages wide open. When he got home, I was calmly packing a bag. He looked at the paper, read the results, then saw the texts. His face turned pale. "Rachel, I can explain." I held up a hand. "Don't. You already did. In those texts, I gave you honesty and trust. You gave me suspicion and betrayal." He begged. He cried. He said it was a mistake, that he was scared, that maybe, deep down, he was projecting his own guilt onto me. "You think?" I didn't yell. I didn't scream. I didn't even cry. I just said, "You're the father, but you're not my husband anymore." I walked out and moved in with my sister. She's been amazing, supportive, protective, and honestly, it's been peaceful. Adam has been calling and texting nonstop. He says he wants to be involved, says he'll do whatever it takes to fix our marriage. But here's the truth. I spent 4 years fighting to create life. I won't spend one more minute fighting to keep someone who tried to tear mine down. I'll raise this child with love, with honesty, with strength. And if he wants to be in the baby's life, he'll have to prove he's worthy. Not just as a father, but as a decent human being. So, am I wrong for walking away while 8 months pregnant? Some people say I should have waited until after the birth. But honestly, that man made his decision the moment he handed me that test. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our next tales. See you soon!